Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a 50 facts about me. Um, and I'm sorry if I'm looking over to the side. I typed out a whole bunch of facts on my laptop, and I'm going to be using that as like a reference so I don't forget where I'm at and where I'm going. So let's get started. So, first fact, my name is Elizabeth. I grew up being called Liz for like the longest time, but recently in like the last couple of years, I've definitely preferred being called Elizabeth. So yeah, that is my name. I am 24 years old. I was born in 1996, March 14th, 1996. I was born, raised, and still currently living in central Minnesota. I have a disability called spina bifida, and if you guys want to know more about that, I will most definitely make a separate video going into more detail about that. I'm an aspiring makeup artist, planning on starting college in the near future, hopefully next month, but we'll see how well that works out. I'm not quite sure if that'll work out. I am part of the LGBT community. I am a bisexual. I am currently engaged to a female, which you've seen her in some of my other videos. Her name is Emily. And if you guys want us to do a girlfriend, fiance tag, I don't know if there's a fiance tag out there, but we could definitely do the girlfriend tag if you guys would like to see that. I was raised as a Christian, but I don't consider myself that anymore. I believe there's a God, but I just obviously don't follow in the footsteps of God. So, yeah. I'm learning how to deal with life, with anxiety and my depression. It's been a really hard struggle for me, especially the past few years, especially living on my own too. I just recently moved out on my own, like the beginning of this year. So trying to deal with that and being an adult has been hard for me, but I'm learning and I'm growing. I'm addicted to Instagram. I'm always on Instagram, watching people's stories and just scrolling through and seeing what people are posting. I love doing that. And I'm also, you would almost always find me watching YouTube videos, the clean with me's, the organize with me's, any beauty videos. James Charles. I love James Charles. He is one of my favorites. I've never left the US. Never left the US. I really want to. I want to go to Ireland and Israel. Probably Germany and London and stuff like that. Places like that. Up until I was 18 years old, I would never watch anything but Disney and kids shows and movies. Nothing. Well, I would watch ABC Family shows and movies. I'm pretty sure they're all kids movies and shows on ABC Family, or it's called Freeform now, I believe. I don't know why they changed names and everything. But yeah. Yeah. I'm insanely afraid of thunderstorms. Hate them with a passion. Rain, cool. Rain is fine. But as soon as it gets dark, really dark, and lightning and thundering, I'm constantly freaking out. Is there a tornado gonna come? I'm honestly so afraid. especially when I'm by myself. I just recently had to go through a thunderstorm by myself, which was great. 2 tornado sirens went off that night, and I was just bawling my eyes out. It was horrible. So, I don't know, I need to figure out how to handle those situations a little bit better, especially because I'm living on my own. Well, I do live with my girlfriend too. She doesn't live here, but she's here all the time. Right now she's not, because she's on vacation with some friends. So, yeah. One Tree Hill. That is my guilty pleasure. I absolutely love that TV show. I don't know what it is about that show, but I could watch it. I've watched it already, all the seasons, 5 times probably, within the last, I want to say maybe 6 years. I've watched it 5 times, and I want to watch it again. I really want to be skinny. Obviously, I am not skinny, but I would love to be skinny. I actually recently started going to the gym, so hopefully I can lose some weight and be skinny. Oops. I think I missed some. Oh, and on top of that, I want to be skinny, but I'm a sucker for double fudge moose tracks ice cream. That's like my guilty pleasure sweet. Like, that is the bomb. I need to get away from that though, so I can lose weight. That's definitely a struggle. Definitely gonna be a work in progress to get away from that. At some point in my life, throughout my 24 years on this planet, I have played violin, I've played guitar, I've played piano. I actually, when I was in elementary school, I played violin. I was in an orchestra, and I played the violin. But then when I got into middle school, the choir was an option, so I definitely started choir in middle school. And then somewhere probably middle schoolish, I wanted to play guitar, and I started classes, but I never dedicated any time to practicing, so I don't know anything about the guitar. And just growing up, I had a piano for a little bit, and I used to love playing the piano, but I never was like totally into it. My mom says I apparently have really good fingers for piano, but yeah. I love to sing. Apparently, people say that I have a really good singing voice, but I've heard myself, and I don't feel like I have a really good singing voice. So maybe I'll have to do a video of me singing and see what you guys have to say. I'm only 5'3.5". I'm so short, and I get picked on so bad from all my friends and all my family about being so short. Ugh, I hate being so short, but I've been told that I'm so short because of my disability. My disability, I don't know, like, I just didn't fully develop, fully grow into regular height or whatever. I don't know. Or maybe my parents are just short. I don't know. I don't think they really are, but anyway. it took me until I was 23 years old to move out. So I moved out. Well, okay. So I moved out of my parents' house in 2016, so I was 20 at the time. I moved into an adult foster care. I'm disabled, so I moved into an adult foster care. So that brought me a little bit more independence. And that was great. It was a great next step to moving out my own. And then it was 2018 when I moved out into this, like, it was my own apartment, but it was also staffed 24/7. So, like, if I needed assistance with something, I could get assistance. I could work on goals. And then a year later, actually, it was like a year and a half later, I decided that the goals that I was working on, I already knew. So it was like very useless. So I decided to step up and tell my mom that I wanted to live out on my own. It was like, I'm a very big people pleaser, so like being able to step up for myself, stick up for myself, and tell someone that this is what I want to do and you may not like it, but I'm gonna do it, was so hard for me, but it was so worth it, because having goals to work on that I wasn't necessarily working on, wasn't really getting anything out of it, made me so depressed and so upset that I didn't show up for my goals. I wasn't home for my goals. And that made me feel 10 times worse because, well, for one, I'm a people pleaser and I wanted to be there for my goals because people were expecting me to be. But at the same time, I wasn't getting anything from it, and why work on stuff that I already know? And I've tried to come up with other goals, but with this program, like, the goals that I needed to work on, like for driving, I need to get I don't need to get my driver's license, but I want to get my driver's license, but they can't help me with that. So, and everything else, from cooking, cleaning, doing daily hygiene myself, shopping by myself, I can do all of that just fine. Anyway, so, yeah. I'm out on my own now, and it's could be better. I'm doing great. I'm happy that I'm on my own, but I need to get out of my depression and my anxiety slump that I'm currently in, and do better at my adult duties that I need to get done. Anyway, really random, but my parents got my ears pierced when I was, I don't know how old, but I was young. So they could, obviously, they had to be the ones to get my ears pierced. Anyway, but when I got my ears pierced, growing up, my mom would put my earrings in, and I'm very sensitive, like, my body is so sensitive that when she would put my earrings in, it would, like, hurt. I don't know why. And also, like, I don't know if I was allergic to the earrings that she was putting in, but I would get the crusties behind my ear, and that I think probably made it hurt too. But, so I eventually, when I was old enough to kind of communicate my wants and needs, whatever, to her, I let them close. But then, when I was 13 years old, or yeah, around 13, probably, my best friend at the time, she told me that I should get my ears pierced, and I was like, no, I don't want to get my ears pierced, it hurts, and I'm scared, but I did it, and she came with me, and it was like, it was smooth sailing, and it was awesome, and now I still have my ears pierced. I don't really wear earrings because it bothers my ears, which sucks. I used to have a second hole. I actually, a couple years later, went back and got my second hole. And yeah, so I'm fine with ear piercings now, but back when I was younger, it just wasn't fun. So my dream vacation is to go to Florida. I've dreamt of going to Florida since as long as I can remember. Or Hawaii. Florida or Hawaii is my dream vacation. My two dream jobs that I had when I was growing up, I believe the first one was an interior painter, sorry. And then as I grew up, I was around daycare, settings, like my grandma had a daycare setting, and also my other grandma had a daycare setting, so like I was just around daycares all the time, so I had a passion for that for a little bit, but knowing where I stand now as a disabled person, I know that I'm not physically able to do most things that like an interior painter can do and that a daycare provider can do. So those dreams are squashed, and I really want to be a makeup artist. I really want to be a makeup artist. I love makeup. I have loved makeup ever since I got my very first makeup, which was, I think I was like 11 or 12. And ever since then, it's just been a passion of mine. I've loved doing makeup. I've tried figuring out how to do makeup for as long as I can remember. And I think I've gotten pretty good over the years, considering where I started. Okay, let's talk about where I started for a second. So, I got foundation that was darker than what I was, so it looked absolutely horrible. I didn't know how to blend. I didn't blend it very good, and I didn't blend it down my neck very good. Let's see. I wore really, really bright lipstick, or lip gloss. Let's say lip gloss. And, well, my eyelashes are like really, really, really long. And as a kid, it probably doesn't look the best, to have really long black eyelashes. So, yeah. And also, blue eyeliner, guys. Blue eyeliner. Like, I don't know, I'd have to show you guys in a different video or something. Maybe I'll do like a back in the day makeup tutorial that I did when I was younger. Oh my gosh. Let me know, like this video, and let me know if that's something that you guys would like to see. Anyway. Anyway. My favorite store to shop at is, of course, any girl my age, even older woman, love to go to Target. Target is a dangerous place for us girls. Target, oh my gosh. I had braces in middle school up until 9th grade. I think it was 7th grade to 9th grade. Funny story, actually. Well, it's a really short story, but anyway. When I got my braces off, I had to go to school that same day. But I had a retainer, obviously. No, wait. Do you get your retainer right away? I don't know if you get your retainer right away, but the day I got my retainer and went to school, I was picked on so bad from my current, not my current boyfriend, obviously, but my boyfriend at the time, and then my best friend at the time. I was picked on so badly that day, probably for about a week, until they finally are like, okay, we'll back off. It was ridiculous. Like, come on. I already, didn't like having a retainer, so you gotta make fun of me and make it worse? That was just not cool. But I laugh at it these days. It's funny now. My parents divorced when I was about 2 years old, so my parents have been divorced for as long as I can remember. My mom is remarried, and my dad is dating a girl that they've been dating for God knows how long, and they should be married at this point, but they're not. But yeah, I am the youngest of 2 children. I have one older brother. I collect rocks. Oops. Okay. I have 7 grandparents. I have 3. Let me just figure this out really quick. 3 grandmas and 4 grandpas. And 2 of my 4 grandpas are dead. Unfortunately. So my first grandpa died in 2013, I want to say. He died in 2013 of a heart attack. And then that was my dad's dad. And then my mom's dad died in 2017 after suffering for a while from dementia, and then he had gotten pancreatic cancer within the last 2 years of his life. So that was pretty hard. I miss them very much, but I know they're happy and in a better place. Anyway, I'm not a horror movie person. I don't like horror movies. Although, I've gotten a lot better over the years. Sorry, I talk with my hands, so excuse that. Yeah, I'm not a horror movie person. I love comedy and rom-coms. I will watch those all day, every day. I watch The Kissing Booth and The Kissing Booth 2 all the time. I love The Notebook. Dear John is my all-time favorite movie. Love that movie. Um, I laugh at everything. When I say I laugh at everything, I do. I laugh. It's ridiculous. Like, I laugh at the stupidest stuff. Sorry if this music is too loud. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. I feel like it's gotten a little bit louder. But yeah, I laugh at the stupidest stuff. I laugh at serious stuff at the stupidest time. Like, I can be watching a movie and I find a part really funny, so I laugh. Nobody else is laughing, and then I'm just like, oh, is that not funny? I feel awkward. But yeah. I'm addicted. When I say addicted, I just spent 2 weeks trying to figure out how to make an Starbucks iced white chocolate mocha. I just spent 2 weeks trying to figure that out, and I finally nailed it. So hopefully, if you guys want to see that, I will make a video about it. Just leave me a comment down below, and I'll definitely do that for you. I've had insomnia for, I don't want to say like forever, but definitely probably the last 4 years have been really hard for me to sleep at night. But okay, so I've had depression meds for a long time. I'm 24 now, and I probably got them when I was 16, 17, maybe 15 even. But I'm really bad at taking my medicine. So, I just haven't been taking my medicine for years. I just recently, like this year, 2020, has been like the best I've been taking my medicine. And I take it every single night, and it helps me sleep. My depression meds help me sleep. And I don't have insomnia anymore, and it's great. I hate bananas. Hate them. The texture, nasty. But I do like banana flavored things, like Laffy Taffy. Banana Laffy Taffy is my favorite kind of Laffy Taffy. Like, it's so weird, but I don't know. I just don't like the texture. When I fall in love fast, and I fall in love hard. It's a real weakness of mine, and I need to figure out how to work past that, so I'm not falling in love over someone that's not worth my time. So let's talk about pets. You know, your childhood pets. So mostly people have like cats, dogs, sometimes rabbits, sometimes guinea pigs. I have had probably 2 rabbits and 2 guinea pigs, and I've had maybe 1 or 2 hamsters. I've had maybe 1 gerbil. I can't remember if I even had a gerbil, but I think I did. I think I did at least once. My brother had mice. We've had fish. We've had 1 cat growing up, and we had 1 dog from 2006 until like 2012, 2013, I want to say. And then we just had to get rid of him because I hadn't moved out of my mom's, and they were no longer able to keep him because they weren't able to give him the attention and stuff that he needs, so they had to get rid of him. I will make a separate video for you guys about why I moved out and when I moved out of my mom's, if you guys would like that video. Also let me know about that in the comments. My first rabbit's name was Thumper from like the Bambi movie. Also, random but fun fact, I guess. I have a camera, but you know what's funny? I'm recording on an iPhone right now. I would rather record on this phone than my camera. I feel like my phone has much better quality than my camera. Maybe I'll do a video on my camera one day and see which is better, but I almost want to say that my phone camera would be better. My favorite word, okay, so this is really random, but my favorite word is influenza. And why it is my favorite word is because when me and my best friend would go to the nurse's office in high school, and we would see this poster that said influenza, and I don't know why, but we randomly started saying influenza, and we just thought it was like the funniest thing ever. I don't know why. We were just two odd ducks when we were put together. But yeah, influenza is my favorite word. My first job was at McDonald's from in 2015. It was June 2015 to December 2015. Unfortunately, it only lasted that long because I had gotten some sores that had developed because I was standing for so long every single day, from 7 until 9 o'clock, pretty much every day. Excuse me. I had gotten sores, so I went to the doctor. They gave me a doctor's note stating that I have to sit down for like, I don't really know like what they were trying to say. Like, the wording is really off, so I'm not really sure if I had to, I think it was I have to sit down for 45 minutes and can only stand for 15 minutes out of every hour. But anyway, that's besides the point. But I had taken the note to my employer at the time, and she like put it to the back burner. I gave it to her, and a week later I had asked her about it, seen where we stood about it, and like, okay, so I also left out that in this note it stated that I need a stool to work, so I could work in like back booth or whatever with a stool. But a week later, after giving her that note, I confronted her about it and said, where do we stand? And she said, I haven't even talked to the people yet that she needed to talk to. And I was just like, well, my health is at risk here, so I can't keep doing this job. So I just quit. I had to quit. I loved that job. I loved working at McDonald's. meet so many great people, and you see the same people over and over, and you grow relationships, and it's just awesome. I miss working at McDonald's, but I can't do it unless they can give me what I need. Anyway, my current job is Avon. Currently not doing so well with the whole income. I need more sales and need more customers to get enough income, but I'm trying to work on my customer base right now, and that is why I do YouTube. And also eventually I want to start earning money on YouTube too, if I can. I don't really know the requirements of that. I should maybe will look into what I need to do to get money for YouTube. If you guys have any recommendations on like where to go, how do I do this, leave them in the comment down below, please. Okay, so I have dated one boy and I've dated 5 girls. I don't know what's on my hand, I'm sorry. Really random, but it's bothering me. My first ever relationship was with a boy, because I had no idea that I liked girls when I was younger. And then I had one pretty serious girlfriend in high school, but we were serious, but at the same time, like, we had a lot of issues, so we broke up quite a bit. So I had 4 other girlfriends within that time. Well, no, probably about 2 to 3 during whatever breaks we had. And then when we finally broke up in 2017, I had a girlfriend for a little bit, and then I decided I'm only doing this because I need to feel loved, and I miss Kate, and I miss my ex, and so I broke it off, and then I dated my best friend for like a week, which is stupid. Don't ever date your best friend. That's what happened with my first girlfriend. I dated her, and she was my best friend, and we just ruined our friendship. We don't talk anymore, and it freaking sucks. Like, I wish we could still be best friends, but it's whatever. But anyway, I dated my best friend, and then we broke up because we weren't serious, and I had started getting feelings for this guy, and we didn't work, but we're friends, and then my current girlfriend came into the picture, and now she's my fifth girlfriend, and she hopefully my last. But yeah. Anyway, the next one is I believe in Black Lives Matter. I don't really know what to say about that. Just the fact that I believe in it, and what cops are doing to Black lives is uncalled for. People being racist against Black people is ridiculous. People being racist against white people is ridiculous. People being racist in general is ridiculous. People being racist against LGBT, not racist, basically, just judgmental, I guess. But yeah, Black Lives Matter, people. Black Lives Matter. I am a fruity perfume type person. I don't like perfumes that smell like, I don't even know. But fruity perfumes is where it's at. Fun fact. This is a fun fact, actually. Okay, so I always am saying, when I'm getting ready, I'll always say, oh, I'm just gonna do a little bit of makeup today. Just a little bit. Just some foundation and eyeliner and mascara. And maybe a light lipstick or even just chapstick. But then I get so carried away and makeup is just so fun for me that it ends up like this. Full on face. I don't know. I just love makeup. I guess that's my only reason for it. Another odd fact about me, I am a social butterfly. I've been told I'm a social butterfly. I like talking to people, I like being out, I like going to stores and blah 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 and just being around people. I honestly feel like it's a weakness of mine to be a social butterfly, but at the same time, I'm an introvert. Like, I like to stay home and not be around people, not have anybody around me, just me, myself, and I. Like, right now, this is great. Like, except for I'm talking to a camera and I'm talking to all of you guys. So it doesn't really feel like I'm alone. But at the same time, I know I am alone, so it feels good. Along with, like, the dream vacation, I said I wanted to go to Florida and Hawaii, but also I want to go to Ireland one day. I'm Irish. I don't know what else I am, actually. I might have to figure that out because I'm curious. But I know I'm Irish, so I want to go to Ireland someday. That'd be really fun to like try and learn how to talk like Irish people do, and to see where my ancestors came from. That'd be so awesome to do. And last but not least, in 5 years, I want to be married and living in a bigger place. Right now, I live in what I consider to be a studio apartment, kind of. Like, I have my own bedroom, and it's separate from the living room, but at the same time, like, there's no door that separates the living room to my bedroom. So I feel like it's a studio apartment, but it's considered a one bedroom. But yeah, I live in a small apartment. I want to be married, living in a bigger place, and I want to have a dog. Hopefully. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe down below, and also comment down those things down below. Help a sister out, please. And I will see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.